is just around the corner, and we're brewing love potions this year. As the witching hour approaches, get ready to fall under the spell of the most enchanting and terrifying romance anime. This Halloween, indulge in the top 10 spooky romance anime that'll make your heart race and your skin crawl. Also, stick around to the end of the video for an honorable mention that doesn't make it to the list. From the bottom, Happy Sugar Life makes it to 10th place. One thing I can assure you is that this anime will have you floating on pink clouds and candy at the beginning of the first episode, and then drop you for dust like a deadbeat dad. To sum shit up, Happy Sugar Life is all about unhealthy obsessions. The story revolves around Satao, a high school girl who secretly adopts a little girl named Shio, believing she's her first love, and actively protects her like a mom. The romance in this series shines through Satao's affection for Shio, and we see her go to a great extent to prove her love for Shio. Every character's desire in Happy Sugar Life makes them edgy, because just in the first episode, Satao's beastly employer assaults one of her workers in some SummerSlam bet Olympics. Shio suffers from abandonment issues, and we have Satao consistently saying she's in love with an 8-year-old girl. I could go on and on about how complex this anime is, but it's safe to stop right here that it's terrifying. Brief disclaimer, this doesn't involve any scissor activity. For goodness sake, Shio's just 8 years old, and if your mind ever crossed the idea, that I must advise you to wash your thoughts in holy water. At 9th place, we have Vampire Knight. This would have been some mad horseshit if the animation didn't look worse than the Hunchback of Notre Dame era. No shade. Nevertheless, if you can look over One Piece's annoying streamline of characters, then you're good to go. The anime revolves around Yuki, the unfortunate girl who thinks she's Bella from Twilight. She gets her hands messy in some underground bloodlust vampire academy, being the student who protects the day class humans from the night class vampires. Just because vampires are a historical depiction of hotness, that's a fine step away from calling this anime's hot attempt as blow bar definitely cringe and wholly mid. It's a show where Yuki acts high and vicious in the human school, but is really a blood bag and a donor for vampires who act like her blood is some expensive red wine at a Diddy party. She even goes as far as begging them to taste her like she's some Thanksgiving turkey. Yeah, her life is pretty much effed up, and so are her choices throughout the anime, as well as her love life. Vampire Knight also has some love elements where we see a messed up love triangle between Yuki and what we can say are her brothers, Kaname and Zero. At number 8, Dusk Maiden of Amnesia sets the perfect eerie atmosphere for a spooky romance anime. DMA is who she thinks she is because it really dives into the genre perfectly. So what do we have? Normal high school students who can join innovative cliques like the drama or sports club? Nah, we get 3 socially awkward high school students, Nia, Momoe, and Kire, in a paranormal detective club, and their job is to uncover mysteries with the supernatural. This reminds me of the time I tried to hop on a ghost trend to summon Charlie.
Are you here?
It didn't end well, my bros. Of course, the anime all boils down to 3 students finding out that the mystery behind Yuko's death. But what the girls didn't know is that Nia can see Yuko's wandering ghost who has lost her memory. Matter of fact, it actively flirts with him every day while causing mischievous spooky situations for Ukunogi. Except insane paranormal activity, spicy fan service from the times Yuko strips her clothing next to Nia, creepy sights, psychological twists, ominous vibes, and light comedy that kicks off from the very first episode. Next on the list is Sankaria. This show's premise makes me believe the urge to bang a zombie chick is totally normal. I said this back in middle school and everyone thought I was a creep. I always know I was insane, but if there's a hole, there's a goal. Sanekara revolves around a boy named Chichiro who has a strange fetish for zombies and wouldn't mind screwing one if the opportunity rises. His bros and pretty much everyone ridicules him for his life choices, but Chihiro is a soldier to get his zombie community. His wish gets fulfilled one day when a hot girl Ria becomes undead and begins living with him. The story focuses on the chemistry before and after Ria's notification. It also centers around Ria's complications with being half alive but not being able to live life to the fullest. Another brief disclaimer, the show is fan service heavy, so hold on to your Excaliburs and lotions, my soldiers. In 6th place, we have High School of the Dead. Picture this, you're at school every single day of your life and nothing interesting happens, then one day you decide to miss school, Megan Thee Stallion hosts the Crunchyroll Awards, and your school's run down by Frankenstein's minions, the zombies. For this anime, we're focusing on the love triangles amid the chaotic zombie apocalypse. That's right, the zombie virus is on a rampage, but it's not going to stop the hearts from beating. High school students, teachers, and other survivors find themselves on the run to safety. While at it, unrequited love and subtle crushes brew in their circle. Psycho's the badass swordsman whose eyes are focused on the blade, but unfortunately they're also on Takashi's sausage. Takashi is the bland protagonist who has a crush on Rei, his best friend's chick, who also doesn't give an F about him. We have Rei, that one girl who contributes absolutely nothing to the series. If she was ever your best girl in this series, then, my good man, your taste has got to be trash. Before we move on to number 5, we love giving quality to weebs because we know quality is what weebs deserve. Now imagine what liking and subscribing will help us accomplish as a channel if 100% of viewers do that right now. Tapping these boobs at buttons will keep us at our A game, so do well to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for that. Ooh ooh. At 5th place, we have Future Diary. This anime features the diary of a wimpy protagonist, Yuki, except that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The god of time and space, Deus, equips humans with the most dangerous ability possible. He turns 12 diary owners into would-be gods, but not without a twist. The diaries protect their future, and they have to kill themselves to change it, leaving the ultimate winner to take his throne. Yes, we know, Yuki, you got yourself forcibly summoned into a murder and survival game, but bro, try your effing best to freaking live without tripping over invisible barricades. To sum shit up, Future Diaries like Hunger Games on steroids, but with more teenage flame. Yuki's the ultimate reluctant hero, while Yuno's, well, Yuno's a whole different level of crazy. It's when Death Note meets Danganronpa, but with more emotional whiplash. The whole concept is to outsmart your opponent and survive, and that means there's a whole mass of psychological twists, but that doesn't ever stop romance from building up. A brief disclaimer, the anime's conclusion only makes sense if you watch the OVA. Take it from me, you fairy god YouTube top 10 channel. Elfen Lied makes her place at 4th place. Elfen Lied welcomes you to the most perfect spooky theme within its first 10 minutes by introducing gore, fan service, and the most psychological elements, leaving its viewer in a state of utter shock. We have a psychotic yet cute girl, Lucy, who wakes up from cold sleep and just begins spazzing bullets all over like free candy at Halloween. As if being a genetically modified and terrifying creature isn't enough, the creators try to force Lucy on us by giving her amnesia and an emotional side, to which she falls in love with Kota. But no, I will not be taking an unclad girl covered in blood home. I will not be Kota. The show follows Kota and his cousin, who has a secret crush on him, Yuka, as they try to accommodate their new guest with lots of mixed feelings flying around. If you ask me about Elfen Lied on a deeper level, I'd say the show gives serious eerie vibes like that one intense ex who still haunts your dreams. It's a beautiful yet disturbing exploration of humanity, thanks to thousands of detrimental inhumane experiments. Let's not forget the emotional trauma that comes with it. Elfen Lied would smash the romantic Halloween party, and I definitely recommend this. Just because I'm your generous YouTube bro, I'll be paying for everyone's therapy session afterward.
俺の後ろに立つんじゃねえよ、バカ女。上等だ。
Another makes it to the 3rd place with so many dead body droppings. What are the odds that you make a big move in life and it turns out to be your worst nightmare? Koichi, a skinny guy whose character is worse than My Hero Academia fans, moves to Yoyama as a transfer student. His new school comes with a new surprise when Koichi is placed in a haunted class that has been cursed for 26 years ever since the student XD'd. And now, students tend to die every year, and that gap is occupied by a new transfer student.
Another one, thank you.
Well, what a mother-flipping coincidence that Koichi got transferred at the perfect time. If I were in Bro's shoes, I would just quantum jumped faster than Barry Allen in Flash. I would have portal no jitsu'd or kamehameha'd myself out of that situation. Furthermore, Koichi gets close to a mysterious student, Mei, who can see beyond human sight. This anime mixes slice of life with a beautiful plot twist of terror, gore, and literal dead body droppings with sudden death. Following the situation, the kids divulge into superstitious rituals to find an end to the curse, but it all goes south on a school field trip. To sum it up, the gore is intensified. The bloodbath is intense, but not as intense as my love for you, Pookie. Another is a masterclass in atmospheric tension and gruesome deaths. Don't watch alone, unless you enjoy 3 a.m. existential crises. Parasite paves its way to second place. Imagine waking up one morning to find your right hand's been replaced by a talking, shape-shifting, and flesh-eating parasite. To make matters worse, the parasite's not a bacteria or a fungus, and neither is it found in any biology textbook. That's pretty much Shinichi's life in this anime. Shinichi is your average high schooler, and there's nothing awesome about him. Really, he's just a good boy, just like everyone else, until he falls victim to a parasite, Migi, that fails to take over his brain. The show follows Shinichi's struggle to live with his new co-host while keeping Migi's secret, acting like a regular student, fighting the evil parasites on the blood rampage, and loving Murano, his love interest. Parasite is like that one cousin at the family reunion. Weird, unsettling, but strangely lovable. Watching this, you must be ready to face psychological horror, emotional trauma, and mind-blowing action and gore. Bloody gore. Devil's Line comes first on the list, and nothing's touching its crown. Unlike the conventional way, where the devil wishes to destroy souls and literally everything that crosses its path, this one tries to save the love of his life, even though he's consumed with darkness. Yuki is a character consumed by bloodlust because he's actually a vampire. He literally looks undead while walking with darkened eye bags in a terrifying yet sinful snare. On the other hand, Tsukasa is a human girl who falls in love with Yuki at first sight and goes great lengths to make sure their human-devil relationship works. The show is like Tokyo Ghoul but with romance and a very balanced element world. The vampires in Devil's Line aren't trying to be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man or blend with society like the clowns on Tokyo Ghoul. It gives a very realistic vibe where the humans express terror of the vampires and even provoke a riot against them. And all while that ruckus is happening, my boy Yuki only wants to protect Tsukasa as a golden retriever man. Romance? Hell yeah. Gore? Bloody yes. Action? A 10 out of 10. Drama? Sweet mother of pearls, yes. Now for the moment you've been waiting for, honorable mention goes to The Witch and the Beast. A brief disclaimer, this is an undiscovered masterpiece, and you know my job is to put you on to some good shit. The story follows the story of Gidao, a violent girl who's on the journey to break a witch's curse placed on her. To make things easier, her curse makes her appearance feminine, even though she's a force to be reckoned with in her true body. She happens to run into Ashaf, a coffin-carrying mage, who she joins forces with to kill the witch who cursed her. The show is set in the Middle Ages when the word kill the witch is no stranger to them. It's an honorable mention because although it doesn't include the romantic trope, its dark theme and incredibly eerie visuals is the best vibe for Halloween. I can already sense the glares through my glare detector device. I know the feeling. Your favorite anime didn't get listed, huh? Well, let me know in the comments which anime should have been on this list. On this note, that's a wrap, weebs. You made it this far, so like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tea. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.